So we're going to show you the unusual Bee-Works way of making queens. Anybody can manipulate your bees to make queens, and we're going to show you a very simple, very easy way that anybody can do. Use this hive. First off, some larvae or a frame of brood that's been recently laid up. Here is a frame of, there's a lot of drone brood on it, and some brood. Boy, that queen's doing a good job. Looky there, she's laid that up good. That's not what I want. I need some, and there's some eggs in there. I see them. Can y'all see them? I need to see if I can find some younger, a little bit younger stuff. You want preferably eggs that are a day, 2 days old if you can find them. Not very old. Here's a prime candidate frame right here to get the bees to make some queen cells from. See, there's brood being laid, and there's eggs in there, and there's larvae, and we're going to use this one here. Okay, this is a frame I'm going to use. So I'm going to shake the bees off. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take since these frames is wired, let's cut that burr comb off. Since these frames is wired here, and you're gonna have to sacrifice something to make some queens. So what we'll do is we just take and we're gonna cut a strip in between these wires. Just cut right down the wire. We'll cut a couple of them. Nothing fancy. I'm not even looking in the cells. I'm not even looking to see if there's eggs, okay? I can't see that great anyway, so I probably wouldn't know it if I'd have to get something and get them out here in the sun to be able to tell it. I'm just cutting comb out. The baby bees have to stay fairly warm, you know, in order for them to survive. They have to be maintain a certain temperature. I'm gonna stick this back in the hive. See, we cut those cells out. See, cells normally run vertical. What you want to do is, here's the unusual Bee-Works way of, by taking these cells like this and putting them on this frame. You see, instead of them being turned this way, you're turning them the opposite way. You see here, instead of them being vertical, you're turning them horizontal like this here. Okay, and then all you got to do is take your zip tie. Okay, cut this in half here like this. We're going to cut it in half. And we just place it on here like this. Place it on here like this. You can frame there about centered. Zip tie her down. See how it is? See there? We'll zip tying it. We'll just take us some more here. Don't want to take too long. Cut us another one here. Zip tie it down. So, as a demonstration, I want to show you what we were doing to make queens. And this is just an old piece of comb that I pulled out of an old swarm box or something. Now, my foundation that I use has wires running up and down all the way across here. Now, some people don't use the wired foundation and they can cut strips this way. But because mine has wires in it, I have to cut strips this way. So what you want to do is take your knife and cut you a strip of comb out like this right here. And you would pick comb out of your hive that has young larvae in it. If you see comb that has capped brood, and then you see cells like the queen's laid and caps some brood, and then there's cells in here that are open, but the bees are working it, then there's eggs in there, and that's what you want. Maybe partially capped brood, and some of it, and she's laid eggs in here, and those eggs is what you want. And you see, I cut that out of there like that. And what we would do is we would cut several strips about the width of your finger, 1-inch strips. Just cut them out, pull it out of your frame. There's a wire, I found a wire. You pull this out of your beehive, and these that have, we're just doing this as a demonstration. I messed that one up because of that wire. Cut you some like this. And if you don't have the wired frames, you can cut across this way, long ways. It'll be a lot easier. But what you gonna do is, you see how that comb runs that way normally? What you would do is you take this comb like this right here, and you're gonna put it on the frame like this, like that right there. And then you take your knife. Well, the first thing I do is here to start with. Take you some zip ties, and don't pull them tight. Don't pull them all the way down, and just go ahead and fasten them about like that right there. Put you 4 or 5 on your frame. Go ahead and have them on there. Get right there. This will be a whole lot easier. Go ahead and have your frame ready. Have your zip ties on it like that. Put your several on there like this here. Okay? Have it ready like that. See? Take your comb, it normally runs like this, and put it in here, like this here. Put it inside of you. Put your zip tie, put it up there like that, and just pull that down. About like that right there where to hold it. Don't pull it all the way tight because it'll bust through it. See how it is now? And then just take your next piece and come here like this. Pull your zip tie here about the middle of it. And the bees will seal all this stuff down to the frame. Once you get it in there, get it where to hold it good, the bees will seal every bit of that to the frame, okay? And you just keep going across like that right there with it. And you can go on the sides, You can go on the top like this, or you can put your bar across the middle. But once you get that on there, of course you'll cut these off here, you'll cut these ends off, but you want to take your knife or take your finger and mash it right there like it. See how I did that? Come over here 2 or 3 cells over and mash it. See how that looks? Come over here and mash it. Come right here. You see how that's making like almost like a queen cell? Come over here and mash it. You see how that's sticking up like that? You see that? Each one of them places, right here, the bees will make a queen. Right here, they'll make a queen. Right here. If there's a larvae in there, right here, they'll make a queen. They'll make one here, and one here, and one here, and one here. Very simple way of making queens. And it don't take 5 minutes. Pull that down there. We're at a hold like this. Or you can take your knife and mash it down like it. Come over here, make you mash it. Come over here and mash it. You're gonna lose some baby bees, of course you're gonna, but you have to be willing to sacrifice something. Okay, just mash it in every place that you have a raised up part. You're gonna have them make a queen. Every place, like right in that cell, there'll be a larva. You'll have a queen, 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 queen. If there's a suitable larva, queen, queen, queen. And you can just go all the way out, all the way up, all the way across, all the way down. Or you can even put your bar across the middle and put them on it, as many as you want. But I guarantee you I could get 10 queens off this little bit right here. We're just doing this as a demonstration to show you that you can manipulate those bees to make queens. You don't have to make your hive queenless. You don't have to put them into a panic mode to do it. A lot of people do that because they'll make them faster. You know, they'll really jump on it. But I just usually just put this in a good strong hive that's got a good laying queen, and they'll have a queen ready to hatch out in 16 days. If I ain't mistaken, I believe it's 16 days. So you're going to want to go back about in a week and check after you do this and see if they've started drawing these on out, making queen cells. If they have, you're going to want to go back and you got to watch. Now on the 16th day, that queen will start coming out, and now you got to be ready to catch them, or either that or you got to put a queen cage over them, and I can show you some of those we made. Let me grab some of them. We made these out of hardware cloth. It's a queen cage, and once them bees, when she's about ready to hatch, you can put that over there and snap that onto your frame, and she'll hatch out inside that cage, so that the queens don't kill each other. Or about the 15th day, you can come in here and cut this. You can come in here after they make this a queen cell, and you can cut this queen cell out like this. You can cut that out and go put it in one of your queenless hives, or put it in one of your beehives, make you a split, and there's you a new virgin queen gonna emerge. But that's how we do it. That's how you can make you a whole lot of queens with little effort and little time. And I promise you, if you have larvae, you have eggs, you will have queens made on this frame here. That's how you do it. Look what was in my daughter's boot. She left her boot outside, her boots. Looky here. Look at that. Little hornet's nest. Little hornet that built this inside her boot. Well, it's a good thing she didn't put her feet in there with a hornet in it, huh? Ain't that something? Look at that. Little hornet. Boy, I'd hate to put my bare foot in there on that hornet in there. You'd have sure got them out fast, huh?